Okay, guys, I was just reading the news and I seen this Senate Democrats propose a $25,000 coronavirus hazard pay for essential workers. I'll tell you how I feel about this after I read it, and I might have to pause it and go into it a little depth. I don't know. Okay, Senate Democrats are proposing giving hazard pay for up to $25,000 to essential workers, including grocers, store employees, transit workers, and truck drivers on the front lines of the coronavirus pandemic. The bonus pay, which would equate to $13 an hour raise for recipients, I don't know where they get that number if they're doing averages, would go toward workers who are in the line of fire day in and day out. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said during a Tuesday conference call with reporters it would extend from the beginning of the virus outbreak through the end of the year. It's the right thing to do. It's the moral thing to do, Schumer said. When America has a crisis, we all pull together. No one has pulled together more than these essential workers who deserve hazard pay. We are asking these workers to take a great risk. They should be compensated for it. The Democrats' proposal, the so-called pandemic premium pay, would offer up to $25,000 for workers earning less than $200,000 a year, and up to $5,000 for those earning more than $200,000. It would also offer an essential work recruitment incentive of up to $15,000 for medical workers. Schumer did not provide a total cost estimate for the proposal. Many hospital workers and medical providers have expressed concern about the high risk of exposure to the virus, particularly given the inadequate access to personal protective equipment like masks, gowns, and gloves that could help to protect them. What is hazard pay? You was in the Army, you know what it was. The Trump administration might be open to a fourth stimulus package, which may include hazard pay for frontline workers who earn too much to qualify for the one-time payment of $1,200 set aside in the CARES Act. We'll skip that. President Trump also said he's considering hazard pay for healthcare workers like doctors, nurses, and others grappling with the outbreak of COVID-19, the respiratory illness caused by the novel coronavirus. It's something we're discussing in terms of bonuses or bonus pay, Trump said last week during a White House briefing. They're like warriors. They're like soldiers. Well, that's true. The existing $2 trillion relief bill is paying people $1,200 who earn less than $75,000 and $2,400 to couples who earn less than $150,000. Children receive $500. The payments are tapered for high earners and are phased out completely for individuals who earn more than $99,000, or couples who earn more than $198,000. You know I've got to give you my opinion on this also, right? There's a big fear in my head that as this continues to escalate, a lot of people are going to start going home. I think that I read that about 40% of the workforce in our niche, our trucking niche, has already accepted layoffs and went home. It's a very big possibility. And I've talked to you guys about the fact that 2 weeks ago when this started ramping up, rates were really high, right? And we were sucking it to them, and I understand that even if I don't agree with it. But now, times have caught up, and enough truck drivers have went home that the ones that have switched over from other services have filled the niche rather nicely. Matter of fact, to the max capacity. So rates have fallen on that same load that you was hauling 2 weeks ago that was a stimulus load. The rates have fallen substantially, okay? Now, we are all of us, it's not just truck drivers, okay? This is a problem that faces our country. And if everyone goes home, the nation's going to be over. We can't all go home. That's why I've talked about bravery, and some people put their life in the line and they just keep on doing it. Because there are people that run to fires and people that run from fires. I'm not going to judge you if you go home. I am sitting at home. In 2 weeks, if the girl isn't better, I'm going back out. I'm going to go out regardless. It's not a matter of money for me. It's a matter of patriotism, and I got to do my part to help the country along in this effort to preserve our way of life. Preserving our way of life it's a tangible dream. Really, it is a tangible dream for the next generation. It may not be here for the next generation if we don't do something today. The government's going to get the freight moved one way or the other. Which side will you be on? Will you be on the money grubbing side? Give me $1. Give me $1. I want my $3. You guys know that movie? All right. Or are you going to be on the side that stands up and just does what's right? Because if we don't deliver freight, people are going to die. Right now, it's really great, right? If you notice that there's been a trend in the grocery stores, and people aren't buying I've been working outside, guys. The amount of stuff that they was buying because they're starting to stock in their goods in the stores. You're going to see in the coming week another glut. And when I say a glut, I mean the DCs are going to be filled up. And then you're going to find another drop in freight rates once these DCs are filled up. And then more truck drivers will go home because you don't want to sit at a truck stop. I'll go out and work and I'll haul freight for practically free, but I'll tell you, I'm not going to sit at a truck stop all week. If I got to sit, I'll go home. I'm not needed, right? And I know you feel the same way. If you're needed, then give me a load. There's no pretty picture to this. There's no pretty outcome. It's doom and gloom with a better hope for tomorrow. I hope you guys can stand up where you're needed to stand up and function as a whole. I know that we're going to be little disjointed revolutionaries out there, but something's got to bring this together. I've been following Al-Qaeda I touched my face, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm inside. I've been following Al-Qaeda really closely because they're really staying on top of this really good. If you guys aren't a member to Al-Qaeda, you guys probably should join because they are looking out for your best interest. But anyway, we're still at home. I know you guys think that we're on the road because I had some videos that I needed to put up, and I thought, this is a time of doom and gloom. Our videos I try to make lighthearted and airy and happy, right? So those videos that I've had in reserve, I've went ahead and started releasing. The girl won't be going back to the doctor till the 14th, and we're going to find out what's going on with her eyes at that point. I don't know if she's going to be coming back out anytime soon. I really don't. If she can't drive, then, what can she do, right? Well, we can think of something. But you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, it's a matter of work. But I can do it by myself. I've done it by myself my whole life, mostly, so I can do it again. Keep the faith, guys. Keep strong. Keep your CBs on. Communicate with each other. You've got to help bolster your fellow trucker up, okay? If someone needs to talk, please talk to them. And don't be the negative Nancy that's out there sowing seeds of dissent and disaster. All right? Put a positive face on it. This is not America's first disaster. It will not be our last disaster. There will be a brighter tomorrow, and we will come through this whole. Hopefully we'll come through it whole with our integrity intact. You guys have a spectacular day. Be safe out there on the front lines of Corona Central, and be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Be in the woods. Stay out of the truck stop as much as you can. I know that the truck stops are still giving everybody trouble. Some of them are doing good and some of them are doing bad. It's a very stressful time on them too. They don't think very highly of us for reasons that they've got good reasons to not think very highly of us. So think about that when you're wanting to choke them out at the truck stop. I mean, Daniel was telling me about an experience he had today, and I was like, I know you just want to choke them, but we can't do that. We're better than that. We're more informed. We're better educated. We don't get the props that we deserve for the educations that we've received out here. But anyway, Have a spectacular day. Be safe. We'll see you on the other side.